49ers mailbag coming at you here on the 49ers Report. If I don't answer your question on today's show, be sure to hit me up on Twitter and Instagram. Give me a follow. DM me at Chase_Senior. You can ask me any Niners question you want. I guarantee you I will respond because I do love the faithful. Let's kick off this mailbag with this question from the Real Squad, Will and Joe. What do you predict the Niners to be this season? You're asking for their record. I think they're going to win 12 games. In my season prediction video that came out right after the 49ers schedule was released, I went with the over. I think the 49ers are going to win 12 games this season. They're going to finish the season 12-5. They're going to compete for an NFC West title, which I think is going to be the best division across all of football. And I think the Niners are going to be a really good team. It really just all comes down to health for this football team. And if they are healthy, they're equipped to be very, very good. How about this question from Wet Noodle 187? He watches us every single week, so shout out to you. Do you think we could sweep the Sea Chickens this year? That's pretty bold. I mean, the Seahawks won, 12 games last year. They hosted a playoff game. They won the NFC West. They still have Russell Wilson, who has never won less than 9 games in his NFL career. Look, I know you call them the Sea Chickens. Seahawks are a massive rival, the biggest rival of the 49ers, and it's become one of the most hostile rivalries across the league. But you got to give credit where credit is due. Russell Wilson is one of one. He's a generational player, and he is just an ultimate winner. So to say the Niners are going to sweep the Seahawks this year, I think that's somewhat bold. You look at the season history, usually it's somewhat of a split. I'm going to go ahead and say no, and that's not a knock on the 49ers. It's just the fact that when you have these intra-division games and matchups and rivalries, it's really, really hard when both teams are really good to sweep the season series. Alexander the Great, George Kittle seems real confident in the 49ers this year. What do you make of his comments? Hashtag 49ers, hashtag Niner Gang. Love the Niner Gang. Why wouldn't George Kittle be confident in this team? They're stacked offensively. They fortified the offensive line. At the skill positions on offense, they're really good with Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle. I really like the depth at the running back position. Jimmy Garoppolo wins a bunch of games. I'm high on Trey Lance. Defensively, they focused in on the defensive backs as well as the secondary and brought a lot of familiar faces back, so there's a lot of continuity on defense. Last year, they were robbed of success because of injuries. If they can stay healthy this year, I'm with George Kittle in saying 49ers can be really, really good and get back to competing for Super Bowls like they did 2 years ago. Are you with me on that, though? Niner Gang, speak up. Can the 49ers compete for a title in 2021? Get into the comments, get your votes in. Type Y for yes, type N for no. It all comes down to health. I can't emphasize this enough. If they are healthy, I'm riding with George Kittle and being very, very confident in this football team. The Edsta. Can we somehow get Stephon Gilmore? My goodness. I mean, Stephon Gilmore, maybe the best cornerback across the entire league, and last year with the New England Patriots, kind of an up and down season for him. There was COVID issues. There were injuries on the New England Patriots. That secondary was depleted. I think at one point, the Patriots were down 9 guys defensively because they opted out because of COVID. Stephon Gilmore did not, but he had his own injury issues to think about and worry about and deal with. But my gosh, I mean, if you bring in Stephon Gilmore, that makes this defense an incredible unit and one of the best secondaries across the league. I just don't know if the 49ers have what it takes to give up what it will take to bring in Stephon Gilmore, because he used some of that future draft capital, moving up to draft Trey Lance. I would say the possibility of this is somewhat low, but if the 49ers can pull it off, I would certainly be all in and bringing in Stephon Gilmore, because the dude is a lockdown corner and an absolute stud, because you can put him on an island and he'll shut you down on the outside. It's all up to you. It is all up to you, Niner Gang. Do you want your faces, your voices, and your 49ers questions featured on a future video here on the 49ers Report? It's very simple. Your face can be on the show just like my face is on the show if you go to chatsports.com/49ers-hi-ho and download the Hi-Ho app. A lot of you watching right now might say, what is the 49ers Hi-Ho app? The Hi-Ho app is a Q&A app. It's very similar to TikTok, and it allows you to get your questions on the show if you reply to the thread that is posted on your screen right now. I posted a video back a couple weeks ago. I said, "Yo, Niner gang, it's Chase Sr. of the 49ers Report. Reply here in thread format." It's very, very simple, with your Niners questions, and we will get you featured on a future 49ers show. A couple of you have responded to that thread, and we will get you on the show. But the next 5 people who do so, I guarantee you, you will be on the 49ers Report, and you'll be talking Niner gang just like I'm talking Niner gang right now. So once again, go to chatsports.com/49ers-hi-ho. That redirects you to the App Store. Unfortunately, it's only available on your iPhone right now. And when you do get there, follow us at 49ers. We got the official account. It is up and running. The thread is ready to go. And we can get you on the show. It is just simply all up to you if you download the app today. It's one of the most interactive up-and-coming apps on the App Store right now for iPhones right now, and it's tremendous. When you pull it up, I guarantee you'll really like it. And to see your face on the show, that'll be pretty cool too. I mean, I grew up wanting to be in the broadcasting business. I wanted to be on camera. You guys are diehard Niner fans. Do you want to be on camera as well? Do so with the Hi-Ho app right now. That link is in the description as well as the comments of this video. Let's continue on with this mailbag. This question coming in from Aaron. Is it possible we go after Xavien Howard? I think the possibility of this would be somewhat low, but Xavien Howard, just like Stephon Gilmore, one of the best cornerbacks in the league. And for 49ers fans watching right now, who would you rather have? Stephon Gilmore or Xavien Howard? Stephon Gilmore is 30 years old. Xavien Howard, is only 27 years old. He is not reported to the Miami Dolphins. That's why that question is being asked on today's mailbag. I would be all in, just like I'd be all in Stephon Gilmore. You can never have enough depth or quality players at the cornerback position, especially with how offenses continue to grow and evolve with more spread concepts. Cornerbacks, which is probably the hardest position to play in football because of some of the rule changes and changes in offensive football, it's one of the most difficult positions. So if you can get a lockdown guy like Xavien Howard or Stephon Gilmore, you go all in if you don't have to give up too much. Let's get to this question from Evan Kessel. Do you see the Patriots trading for Nick Bosa? No. I mean, any team across the league, all 31 teams in addition to the 49ers, would want to trade for Nick Bosa. Why would the 49ers give him up, though? Are you talking in a potential deal for Stephon Gilmore? I think edge rushers are more important than cornerbacks. Why is that? If you're a cornerback, you can get picked apart if the front isn't generating any pass rush. If the front is pinning their ears back and they're generating pressure on the quarterback, you know how much easier it makes the lives of guys in the secondary? They can really free flow and freelance out there and play relaxed if they know that the front is getting pressure on the quarterback. If you can't generate pressure, and Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, some of the top quarterbacks in the league are just dropping back and they're sitting there all day, a guy is eventually going to get open. Pass rushers over cornerbacks for me, that's why I'm not giving up Nick Bosa. The only way I would do it would have been months ago for a trade for Aaron Rodgers. I don't think the 49ers are doing that now because their plans are clear. They really like Trey Lance. Some Mohamed Sanu talk from Polly. A lot of buzz around Mohamed Sanu impressing and making the team. Who will be wide receiver 3? I think Mohamed Sanu is certainly in that category. He has impressed a lot of people. He's impressed a lot of people during OTAs. Obviously, OTAs have been canceled. Minicamp has been canceled because of some of those injuries. Mohamed Sanu, I know a lot of 49ers fans weren't impressed by him last year in a short sample size on this team. He was really playing when the quarterback position was in flux. I think at the slot position, he makes a lot of sense. And I think when you pair him alongside Brandon Ayuk, as well as Deebo Samuel, Mohamed Sanu, given his experience, he's come in better shape. He looks a little bit more explosive, a little bit faster. Some injuries have really taken down his game the last couple of seasons. He could be a perfectly capable wide receiver 3 or slot guy. Ideally, you want Jalen Hurd to be the wide receiver 3 because you spent a third-round pick on him a couple years ago. He hasn't seen the field in the regular season because of all of those injuries that he suffered. Ideally, that's the guy. So that's who I want to be wide receiver 3. He just has to prove he can stay healthy. We'll see if he's able to do so. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? We're giving you free videos every single day here on the 49ers Report. We're hitting you with the latest news and rumors. We do really entertaining segments, A little while ago here on our live show, I shotgunned a beer. All reasons to subscribe to the 49ers Report and turn on those notifications. That way, anytime we push out a new video, whether it be a news and rumors video, an opinion-heavy video, a mailbag, a live show, you will be notified. So go to youtube.com/49erstv or hit that red subscribe button down below and help the 49ers Report continue to grow, because the faithful here at Chat Sports is growing like crazy. These videos and this channel is taking off, and we want to continue to do that. More subscribers equals more videos and more coverage from yours truly. Love the Niner gang, so let's continue to grow here at Chat Sports, so subscribe right now. This question coming in from Dave in the Desert. Chase, we've had the Rams number over the last few years. Do you think that will continue? Hashtag 49ers. Kyle Shanahan has had the number of Sean McVay, and it's actually been somewhat incredible because Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, the two young whiz kids as head coaches in the NFL, Kyle Shanahan, for whatever reason, has been able to take down and dominate Sean McVay. Why would that change? Well, maybe because the Rams now have Matthew Stafford over Jared Goff, who I think is somewhat of a fraud. Matthew Stafford, the much better quarterback. So I think that Rams offense is going to be better. I also think the 49ers, if healthy, are going to be much better as well. So why would this trend change? I'm going to go with yes on this question. Geriatric. Trade for Davante Adams. I mean, shoot. Who wouldn't want Davante Adams? Davante Adams last year had a record-breaking season. I think he had like 18 touchdowns in 14, 15, 16 games or something stupid like that. Davante Adams is one of the premier wide receivers across the league. Now, here's the thing, though. He's entering the final year of his contract. Who knows what happens with Aaron Rodgers? If Aaron Rodgers says, yo, I want out, maybe Davante Adams forces a trade, and maybe the 49ers would inquire about his services. When you talk about superstar players, you can never have enough of them, right? So if Davante Adams is on the table, hey, go all in giving up players or draft capital to bring a guy like that in.